listening to the Why Boarding School podcast, broadcasting around the world. Join us as we promote independent boarding schools throughout the United States and Canada with our invited guests. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jeffrey Quebec.
Welcome to the Why Boarding School podcast. I'm Jeff Quebec, and today I'm joined by the Director of Enrollment Management at Albert College in Belleville, Ontario, Heather Kidd. Welcome, Heather. It's great to have you here today.
Thank you very much, Jeff, for inviting me.
Albert College has a rich history dating back to its founding in 1857. It is a unique distinction of being Canada's oldest coeducational independent boarding and day school. Originally founded as the Belleville Seminary, it was renamed Albert University in 1866. In 1884, the school stopped offering university credits and became a high school. A new school was constructed and opened in 1926 and only admitted boys. This lasted until 1934 when Albert College began welcoming girls again. Heather, perhaps you can start off by giving our audience a brief overview of the number of students at Albert College, the grades you offer, where the students come from, etc.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Thank you. So we, as you mentioned, are the oldest co-ed boarding school in Canada, but we're also one of the smallest boarding schools. We have 300 students, and our grades start at pre-kindergarten, actually up to grade 12. And so pre-K to grade 6 is our day school, and there are approximately 100 students there. And then we have grades 7 to 9, and that's where our boarding program begins. And we have students from over 16 countries this year.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And what's the academic curriculum like at Albert College?
We follow the Ontario Ministry, so students graduate here with their OSSD, Ontario Secondary School Diploma, and that is recognized globally.
Can you talk a little bit about the academic support which is offered at Albert College?
Sure. So we have an academic support teacher who her sole job is to help any of our students that have any identified learning needs. We also have peer tutors, which are senior students that will help and tutor some of our younger students. And we also have a full ESL program. So we have a separate ESL program for students whose first language is not English.
With that peer tutoring, it's certainly a nice opportunity for those older students to have a leadership responsibility and to work with those younger students. That's awesome.
It's fabulous. It really is. And they love going over to our junior school and helping with math and science with our little teeny ones, which is great to see.
Cool. Can you tell me a little bit about the visual and performing arts offerings?
Sure. So I'll talk a little bit about it in a few minutes, but we have what we call the 5 A's, and I'll explain that, but arts is one of those. So every student is required to participate in some form of the arts here. So 3 days a week, we have what's called an arts period, and it's right after lunch, and it kind of breaks up the academic day, gives your brain a little bit of a break to have some fun. And so students have a choice of playing a musical instrument in the band. They can sing in our choir. They can do drama and acting. We have visual art, sketching, drawing, photography. We have culinary arts. We have yearbook club, if you like the digital side of things, and chess club as well. So a wide variety of arts choices, and it's great because sometimes you get kids who had no idea that they had any talent in the arts because they've just never had that opportunity. It's really great to see, a performance, and you see this young boy who's never sung us, a tune, and he gets up in front of the entire school and starts belting out this song. So it's very cool to see.
It's pretty cool too. They have offerings in culinary arts for the students.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, and we get to try all the food they've made, so it's even better.
There you go. Are there any special signature programs that are offered at Albert College?
Yeah, I would say our 5A program, and if you were to ask any one of our students, everybody could cite those 5As automatically. So academics, obviously, we're a university prep school. Arts, I just told you a little bit about. Athletics, every student is required to be part of our athletic program, whether it's recreational or competitive. We have an adventure program, and the very first adventure that our students enjoy is we all go camping to Camp Tamaqua for the first 3 days when students arrive here. And then we have active citizenship. So community service, giving back to the community, whether it's within the school or outside of the school. So all of our students are involved in all of those 5 areas, which is very cool.
And so, Heather, you mentioned athletics, that fact that every student is involved in the athletic program. Can you share with us what some of the offerings are?
Sure. So we have 3 terms here at the school, and students are required to take one sport each term. So we have competitive for those who are into a certain sport and have played before, but we also have recreational because we understand that students come here sometimes with no background in athletics. So we want them to be part of the program and learn the game. So we have soccer, basketball, volleyball, field hockey, lacrosse, swimming, tennis, badminton, ultimate frisbee, golf, just about everything. So there's something for everybody.
Yeah, very nice. So it seems like there's definitely an offering, not only a lot of offerings, but also different levels, as you were saying, for the different students to participate. That's great.
Exactly.
So Heather, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break.
Sure.
When we come back, we're going to continue our conversation talking about Albert College in Belleville, Ontario.
Do you have any questions or guests that you'd like to see on an upcoming Why Boarding School podcast? You can contact us directly through our website at whyboardingschool.com. Now, back to our show.
Welcome back to the Why Boarding School podcast, and I'm Jeff Quebec. And today I'm joined by the Director of Enrollment Management at Albert College in Belleville, Ontario, Heather Kidd. And Heather, as we continue our conversation, could you share with our audience what is a typical school day like at Albert College?
Sure. So we all wake up and come and have breakfast from about 7:30 to 8:15. Then everybody meets for announcements every morning, and our announcements are all student-led, which is very neat to see. Then we have a double class, and then we have a break where students can go in our dining hall and get some fruit and some snacks. Then we have another class after that. Then all of our school, due to our size, we can all eat together in the dining hall. So that's from about 12 till 1:45. And then, as I said, 3 days a week, they can be participating in the arts period. The other 2 days a week, they can meet with their academic advisor for extra help. They have 2 more classes, and then at 3:30, the school day is finished. And then that's when the sports kick in. So either sports practices or sports games, and that's usually from about 4 till 5:30. Dinner is about 5:30 till 6:15. Then we have a supervised study hall in our dorm rooms, and that's from 7 till 9 o'clock. And we do have a teacher that comes in for 1 hour in the male residence and 1 hour in Victoria Manor. And then the students have some free time after study hall, and then it's lights out according to grade level.
In the morning when the students are doing the announcements, are those like student leaders or student government?
It's any student. So you might have a grade 7 student getting up in front of the entire school talking about how they won the soccer game yesterday, or about making a presentation, about something special that's come up. So it really does help them early on develop those leadership skills and public speaking.
Very nice. And how about the weekends at Albert College? What are they like? Are there different events or clubs on campus, or maybe different trips off campus? How's that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I said, we have a small boarding program. So we have about 100 students in our boarding program. And we also have what's called a boarding council. And that's new this last year. So these are students who have volunteered, and they change each term. And they are students who want to plan weekend activities. And so those students, in conjunction with our prefects, who are the chosen leaders of the school, they will plan events on the weekends. So we might do events within each residence, so it could be karaoke night, or making sushi, or in one of the residences doing nails and spa night, or it might be a pickup basketball game over in the school. But then we also, we might hire a paintball company to come on campus and do that, or we have kids sign up and we'll go see a Raptors game in Toronto, or we might go see a national hockey game. So our location is great because we're right in between Ottawa and Toronto. So we're in that small city, but we still are close enough to get to the larger cities.
So Heather, how's your paintball game?
Not very good, I'm sorry. Our head of school, he's got it down, believe me.
Okay. That's awesome. And so earlier you referenced the meals on campus. So what are the meals like? Are they served sit down, buffet? Are they required? How does that work?
Yeah, so actually the food here is fantastic. A lot of the schools hire out to outside companies. Ours is all done internally, and a number of the staff have been here for a while. All the food is local and freshly made here, so lots of variety. We have, because we're small again, the kitchen staff get to know those students who are gluten-free or who are vegetarians or can't eat pork, and so they know them by name, and so they just hand them their dishes. It's not a big deal, but it is is buffet style for the most part. We do have formal dinners every now and then, which are sit down serve dinners, and we have a few of those throughout the year where the students get to dress up. But it's really buffet, and it's actually really good, I think, for the amount of students and countries that we cover. We do special nights. So we'll do a couple weeks ago, kitchen put on handmade sushi and noodle bar, and the kids love that. And then we had followed by a karaoke night, and those are what we call our Friday night socials. So they'll do fun things like that, or in the winter they'll bring in sand and umbrellas and picnics, and then they'll barbecue and have big fat juicy barbecued hamburgers and fries. So they really try to cater to the needs of the kids here, which is really great.
Very nice. And what's dorm life like at Albert College?
It's great. Actually, I live in and oversee the one of our dorms, and so I live with 45 students every day. So it's great. We have 3 house directors for the 3 dorms, and then we have a number of assistant house directors that live there with their families. Many of us have pets. A lot of the students find they miss their dogs and cats at home. They miss their little sisters and brothers. So we have families that actually live in the dorms and bring their children out, and they really get to know the kids. And I think it's, when people come into our school and they walk into our dorms, they say it feels like home. And that's important to us because this is our students' home for 10 months out of the year. So yes, it's a school, but it is where they're going to spend most of their time. So it's very important to us to make it as homey as possible.
So in addition to the dormitory house parents, is there also an advisor system at Albert College?
There is. So every student is assigned an academic advisor who is a faculty member. And those are done at the beginning of the year. And the assistant head and I are usually the ones who assign them, mainly because I've met and interviewed every student that comes in here. And so I have notes on the students, and we try to pair them up with an advisor who we think will be a really great match. And then the hope is that student will carry on through until they graduate with that same advisor. So our academic advisors meet with their students. They sit with them every morning in announcements. They meet with them 2 days out of the week specifically to do goal setting. If students need extra help, advisors are in each of their homerooms, and students can go to that classroom to get extra help in any subject during that specified time. The academic advisors also, at a minimum, contact our families once per month. And that's at a minimum. Sometimes it's even more. So again, due to our size, we have that constant contact with parents. There's no surprises when report cards come out. And they really get to know those advisors as people too.
And I imagine those sort of bonds and relationships certainly grow over that period of time.
Absolutely do. There's a lot of tears at the end of the year. I say there's a lot of tears when students come in because they're sad, they're missing their family at home. At the end of the year, there's many, many tears when the students leave because they don't want to leave this home and go back to their old family.
Would you say, is there a typical Albert College student?
Yeah, I mean, I get asked that a lot when I'm doing interviews, and I think the main thing is we want a student who is willing to try, who is not afraid to go out of their comfort zone. We offer those 5 A's, and we find that many students haven't experienced all of those 5 A's before. So to see a student who is willing to get up there and sing in front of the entire school when they've never sung before, or you get a student from, Jamaica who's willing to go on a dog sledding trip in the heat, in the cold of the winter. Those are the kids we want that aren't afraid to try something new and to just go out of their comfort zone a little bit.
Heather, are there any cool traditions at Albert College that may be unique from other schools, or perhaps there's that one tradition that you hope always remains part of Albert College?
Yeah, I would say there's 2. So the first one is camping at the beginning of the year. I always find students aren't worried about, will I do well academically? Their main worry is, am I going to fit in? Am I going to make friends? And so the students, we buddy every student up, a new student with a buddy who's a returning student for registration. And then that's also their buddy when we head to camp the next morning. So we go camping in Algonquin Park for 3 days. All of the boarding life staff, the teachers, day students and boarding students. And for those 3 days, we do nothing but fun games, water sports, We do drama skits, we sing around the campfire, do s'mores, all those Canadian things. Kids then come back here and school is easy because they've made their friends, they know their teachers, and the rest of it is easy. So that's one tradition that has been around forever that I hope does not leave. And the other one is our Christmas Carol service or our holiday service. It's very beautiful. It's a candlelight service. We hold it during the holidays. And we have our junior school comes over, the grade 5, 6s, and they participate in it. And the main thing is we sing Silent Night, and we have students from all of the different countries come up and sing one of the verses in their own language. So, I mean, you're sitting there, it's the candlelight, and you hear this song sung in all of these amazing languages. So it's pretty amazing. When people come to that service, they can't wait to come back next year. So that is very special to us here.
That seems like certainly a powerful experience, hearing it, sung in all different languages. That's awesome.
Yeah, we open it up. We used to only do it for Albert College, and then and the parents and the families, and then people from the outside said, "Please, please, we want to see it." So now we open it up to the public one night, and then to our Albert College family the other night. We do end that with a Christmas banquet with a traditional turkey sit-down dinner, and we still have this tradition called the singing of the head boar's carol. So they walk in and they have the boar's head on the tray, and they walk around singing, thankful for the food they're about to receive.
Nice. Those are awesome traditions.
They are.
So Heather, before we discuss admissions, is there anything about Albert College that we did not discuss today that you'd like to mention?
I don't think so. I think we've covered everything.
Okay. Yeah. So if someone's interested in Albert College, how might they go about starting the admissions process?
Sure. So you can call us, you can email us. Please go to the website. It's albertcollege.ca. Everything is online, so we require a completed application, 2 years report cards, teacher evaluation, personal interview with me, either in person or over Zoom, and then we are able to get a decision out to students and families quite quickly.
Very nice. So once again, the website address is albertcollege.ca.
Thank you.
Well, this is great, Heather. I've enjoyed our conversation, learning more about Albert College and sharing with our audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us here.
Heather Kidd, Director of Enrollment Management, Albert College in Belleville, Ontario.
Thank you for listening to the Why Boarding School podcast. We look forward to you joining us for our next episode. Please remember to subscribe to the Why Boarding School podcast and help us spread the word. Until next time.